Hello and welcome to another installment of Walking with Dave. I am your host Dave. We are walking right now, and we're actually going to be doing something well, it's going to be interesting, but a little something different today actually. So I might have mentioned this in past videos. I have quite an extensive photo library of kind of cool and interesting places that I have gone adventuring to over the years. So I figured today that I would I'm going to experiment with a new video style, and I was trying to figure out a way to do this with minimal editing because this can get kind of labor intensive. But anyway, I'm going to be sharing some photos with you in a minute, and doing a voiceover live with the photo kind of sharing, and I'm going to take you on a little virtual adventure that I went on about 10 years ago. So with that said, I'm going to cut here and kick it over to myself in the studio, and we'll take it from there. Hello everyone and welcome back. Now we are in the Walking with Dave studios, and we're going to do like a little bit of a virtual walk here through a past memory of mine. Actually, I was just looking at the dates of these photos. It's from August 2013, and I'm recording this right now just about in late August, early September of 2023. So here we are. It's 10 years later. I'm revisiting some photos I took of one of my little adventures. So with that said, where are we going to go check out? Well, the Herman House in Rhinebeck, New York. It's called, we're going to come to a, let me see, you know what, actually, before we do this, I'm switching around pictures here. So it's the ruins of the ip-Beekman-Heermance house, built in 1700 by Hendrik Kip Patentee, home of Colonel Henry Beekman Jr., later of his grandson, Colonel Henry B. Livingston of the Revolutionary Army. So a gentleman who fought in the Revolutionary War, he had lived in this home before. Alright, so before we check out the ruins, because this is kind of like the modern sign that points out the ruins from the side of the road, this is what the house looked like. These are old postcards. As we can see, it says Herman House, 1700, Rhinebeck, New York. And yeah, it's a pretty nice house. Even by today's standards, I think a pretty nice house. And this is from the 1700s. Obviously, this photo is not from the 1700s. But this, to my knowledge, this property was around until the 20th century when it burned in a fire, and FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who's from around this area, loved the building so much and had fond memories of seeing it as he lived in the area. They modeled the Rhinebeck post office after it. So this is a photo. This is a postcard. Well, yeah, it's a photo and also a postcard from probably like the 20s, the 30s, or somewhere in there. Maybe even the 40s. When postcards were very popular, and it's still showing that the house is pretty much in full. It's still fully there as you would see it back then. All right, and then the next photo is another. It's another postcard, but now this time it's being shown as the ruins of the Herman home. Area shows hole made by British cannonball. Wow. So I suppose, let me bring my mouse in here. Shows the hole, arrow shows the hole. Okay, where's the arrow? Huh. I'm looking around to see if, oh, right, you know what? Okay, so here we go. Swing my mouse around it, right here. The arrow shows a hole made by British cannonball. So wow, how do you like that? Okay, pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. So this is a postcard that's kind of showing the ruins. I'm gonna go back to the other one. So this is a postcard showing it as a full proper house, and then it became ruins. And then this is the sign that I came across. And now let's start taking a look at what the ruins look like in 2013. Boy, I wonder what they look like today, 10 years later. But yeah, here we go. This is kind of what's left of it. This is as you approach the ruins, this is all that's left. So, you know what? I'm just going to go and we're going to swap back and forth between this and that. Wow. And you know what? Since we're going to come up, so that if you keep in mind, this is the chimney, this is the corner. I think I'm standing over here and looking in this direction because this is the fireplace. And you know, this is where that same, you know, for the chimney would have came up from, because the fireplace was right there. Here's the corner. So I think that you know, that photo of the runes for the postcard is being taken kind of from this point of view, and in the woods deeper in there, you know, deeper in this way. Let's go back again, right? See how this corner, this is the outside, and then this is the inside of that corner. All right, let's keep looking at my photos. Here I'm getting a little closer. Okay, so here you go. I'm a little closer, same angle, same corner. Okay. Can I zoom in? Let's zoom in. Whoa, that's the wrong way. Okay, and then here's the fireplace. This is where the this is where that chimney would have been. Let's go back now again. All right, see, chimney, fireplace in here, or something like that. Now I'm looking at it again. Maybe I'm just seeing it from a different point of view. But I still think we would be looking at it from the same angle, from what I had described as. All right, let's keep going. Wow. All right, so here we are. This is that the fireplace, but it's amazing. Look at these. Look at these. And this is the postcard from the ruins. And then back to what we're looking at today. So you can totally see how. You can totally see, you know, the stones. So let's just sit on this image for a minute. It's amazing. This is all that's left. There could be even less left today. I come in real close with the camera. Amazing. I haven't looked at these photos in 10 years. I'm going to zoom in a bit. These were stacked. These were stacked 300 years ago. Little out of focus. Let me see if, all right. Unfortunately, it's a bit out of focus. Let me see if it makes it a little easier to look at by going like that. Yeah. Amazing. Again, this is that corner I keep talking about. Boy, I'd love to be able to match up those two stones right there. Let me see if I can, you know, let me come back to this. I'm just thinking for a second. I want to see if I can, you know, I'm trying to see, was that, sorry, it's going to be hard to tell. Difficult, tricky. I mean, if you like photos of stone walls, folks, this is definitely the episode for you. But yeah, wow, I remember the day when I came upon this. I was up in the Hudson River Valley. You know, I originally was living in Brooklyn at the time, and I was just simply not a city guy. You know, love to get out into the country and do some exploring. Love history, love the trees, love exploring ruins. And I mean, here we go, folks. It doesn't really get any better than this, right? It's ruins from the 1700s in the middle of the beautiful woods, and it's a lovely August sunny day. I remember having quite a blast. Wow, all right. So now this is from the outside. Boy. Pretty cool. You know, I'm trying to think, you know, can we line anything up with the other photo? Oh, and then there's more brick. Look how it's like just totally part of the natural landscape. You can see how Mother Nature just wants to take back everything. back to planet Earth with it. This is on my old camera. These photos are 10 years old. A little out of focus on this one. I'm just snapping away quickly. If I remember correctly, my car is parked haphazardly on the side of the road, is on the side of the highway. That's how it. That's where it is. That's where these ruins are, I believe. Here we go. A little closer. It's amazing how they're all, they look how it's amazing how they kind of just put in the little small ones, to fill in the gaps and stuff like that. From the other angle, from the chimney, from the fireplace. Again, it's amazing. See how this was constructed. I remember it was an amazing feeling being there. Standing there next to this old structure. Yeah. Man, I tell you, these photos are taking me right back. Taking me right back. I had so much fun on this day. And the day was coming to an end. I remember I was out. I forget what I was doing the rest of that day. I was probably having another adventure, and you can tell by the lighting that these are kind of, so I guess here's some more stuff. You know what? Since we're here, we're just going to do it. Because this is all in the same area and from the same day. The Peter Pultz Tavern, built about 1800, known also as Bowery House, was a social center of the community. Its courtroom, theater, and ballroom was the headquarters Yellowbird stage line. Interesting. Okay, so let's keep going on. Alright, same photo. Oh, I'm just taking photos of all the historical signs. Northeastern jurisdictional historical site. Sorry, I can't read today. At the rear of this church are the graves of the Revolutionary Freeborn Garrison, 1752 to 1827. Methodist circuit rider and one of the founders of the Methodism in America, and his wife, Catherine Livingston Garrison. I'm so bushmouth today. Do I go back there and do I take any photos? Let's see, folks. I just jumped into these. I didn't really. There's the church. Let me switch that around for you. Stand by. I'm sorry. Huh. All right. Well, let me hold on. So, There we go. This is kind of like this is a complete free balling of this trying to figure out how to. Beautiful. Rhinebeck is a beautiful town, upstate New York. All right, let me do this for us. World War I, let me see, what does it say? Dedicated to all veterans from Rhinebeck, New York, past and present, who served and sacrificed for their country. Alright, God bless. So yes, it's like a whole... This is in the moment, folks. We're doing this as we speak. Beautiful, though. It's a looks like a World War I soldier to me. Amazing. I think I want to now I'm going to have some just photos of Rhinebeck in general. This is just a cool little town. Yeah, it's very historic, very quaint. Beautiful. This was a Sunday, I believe, or actually no, it was probably Saturday back then. Just a quiet Saturday afternoon, the sun's setting. Men's gifts, cigars. Look at that! Look at this gentleman over here. Just a nice old, comfortable man, just hanging out. Let me bring us over. This is like a Norman Rockwell painting right here. You got the old man on a park bench, sitting in front of a cigar store. He looks like he's having a nice day. Lovely little restaurant. Beautiful church. It looks like it was a church actually that's been transitioned into something else. Maybe it was it became a restaurant. Oh, and then I don't know exactly what this is, but it's a charming old house. Is this the FDR house? I don't know. No, I don't think it is. They love their old buildings up there in Hudson River Valley. $1901. Let me rotate left, zoom out. Pretty cool. 1901. There you go. Here we go. Now I'm just taking photos. Oh, I just used to have the best times just driving around aimlessly in the country. It's still one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, you come upon these interesting places. And I'm gonna be doing more of this in Florida too. And one of the reasons why I came to Central Florida was to have adventures. You know what I mean? So. And this might be the last photo. Let's see. Historic tour. Yeah. Well, there you go. Historic tour. We went on our own historic tour today, folks. This was a little bit of a different video, you know. I think it was significantly shorter than some of my other videos that I put out, but you know what? This was my idea of what to do today. This was an episode of Walking with Dave. We took an old walking tour. You know what? Let me bring it back on something a little bit more interesting to look on while I do my closing spiel. All right. And so listen, I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back in time and visit the Herman house from 1700, and a wonderful day that I had with myself in 2013, exploring these glorious ruins. Okay, and yeah, so a little virtual walkthrough. So with that said, my name is Dave. We've been on a virtual episode of Walking with Dave here in the Walking with Dave studios, and I've had an excellent time with you today, kind of going down memory lane and exploring some past adventures. So with that said, God bless, and until next time, I wish you a good day. Take care now.